In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can slash your grocery bill, save money, not have any food waste, and make sure you're using the best of everything that you have. Hey, I'm Kelly, the Frugal Fun NeuroSpicyMum in a NeuroSpicy household, sharing real life practical frugality and doing some weirder things that people resonate with, because this is real life. And I just share because I know someone out there is going to go, oh, that's me, because this is what I look for on the internet. So welcome. So I'm going to show you through what has happened in the last couple of days, because the Coles fly-by spends coming up and we want to make sure we're doing our best to take advantage of them and get all the rewards. Also still building some of our stockpile, using up what we have in our fridge, freezer and pantry to make sure nothing goes to waste, and just, yes, not spending any more money than we need to, and having healthy, happy, full tummies, because remember, fed is best. You know, on the channel we've been talking about stockpiling and how to build that up, and so you can go back and watch those videos to see where we're at. And so the next couple of shops that are coming up, I'm going to be showing you how we shop for our family, but also to be able to get some things to help with our stockpile as well. We've also cleaned out the fridge recently to make sure we had zero food waste in there. And of course our freezer, we are still working through that, picking out some things to make sure that we're covered for meals. So then our grocery shops are a supplement for us buying the things to complete those meals. Soon I'll be pulling everything out of the freezer and going through it. And we still have the baking cupboard that I still haven't got to, but I'm doing things in order of priority right now. It needed to make an appearance. So here's what's happened over the past couple of days. Okay, I found some meatballs with some veg that my bestie gave me a while ago. She's probably going to kill me if she's watching this. So this is me cooking the dinner. There was a whole pile of veggies in there, so I cooked those off. And then, although I was on the phone to my bestie at the time of cooking, who said grab a jar of passata, I chose to listen not to that, and I grabbed this sauce instead, and it worked out just as well. She said, you need to cook it for 2 or 3 hours. I said, okay. She said, you're cooking it right now, aren't you? And I said, I'm not going to answer that on the case that I could be incriminated. Yeah. And then here is the children's dinner. My daughter's had a quiche with some veggies, and my son's standing chicken nuggets and chips. Happy Saturday night. We're getting burger night ready. Hubby and I actually probably just going to have hot chips and a roll, because we ate for lunch last night's leftovers and we're both quite full. But I will set up burgers for the children and we'll be good to go. Burger night. Build your own burger bar. Sunday morning I'm having toast, and we got this loaf of bread from the bread run, so I've attempted to cut it myself. I have not done a very good job, but that's okay, and I've got coffee as well. So I'm just having some of the homemade jam on there. We've run out of the other sliced bread, so this is helping us extend for another day or two. And we got some scones as well, so I'm going to use some of the leftover cream, put in a little bit of icing sugar to sweeten it up, and then we'll have also the jam that we've got left over. I will try and spread that out as much as I can between the 4 of us, and if not, I'm going to have to turn these strawberries into jam. These are the ones that I did when I did the food clear out. They have lasted quite well, but I can see they're starting to get a little bit soft. I managed with the jam that I did have to spread it out across 3 people. So I've still got this scone left for my daughter, and once the jam is finished, which I have shown in the previous video, she'll be able to have that. So I just put the strawberries in a container with a quarter cup of sugar and zapped it in the microwave. I mush it all up a little bit, and then I cook it for 5 minutes, 1 minute interval at a time, and it cooks really well. She won't have cream anyway, so that's fine. And then all the strawberry tops that are here, I've put in a little bag. I'll throw those in the freezer and I will turn them into some sort of syrup. In the afternoon, I did some decluttering, so I've got a video up on my other channel, The Hopeless Housewife. I'm not really hopeless. Some days I am. I thought it was just a funny play on words, because it's just that whole thing. If you make fun of yourself, then no one else will, so whatever. But it was a job that needed to be done. I was running out of clothes, so there we go. And then for dinner, of course, my son's had chicken nuggets and chips. I forgot the veggies. But we were busy cooking other stuff. So into the stockpile, we've got a tin of tomatoes. And then in the fridge, I'm grabbing out the leftover chicken that we had from the Audi roast. And I've got some frozen shredded chicken here, because hubby and I are going to have our risotto dinner. And we've got the cream that I got shopping last time. I thought we were going to use it for dessert, but we'll use it for dinner. So my daughter helped make her plant-based. We've got macaroni there for her to have dinner. And then our risotto. And then I whipped up the chocolate brownie mix that I had here, because I had to finish one of the Audi TikToks, so I put that together. And with the leftover butter that's here, I'm going to put it into our butter dish for us to use. I'm so loving having this butter dish. It's heavy and I have to be careful using one-handed, but it's working so well for us to be able to have spreadable butter when we want it. So thank you to my bestie for giving that to me. I feel like I've won the lotto, honestly. I think it's amazing. This is our bread area. I know, hot mess. Got some fruit loaf here. I've got some white bread. Look, there's marked down. There's only a couple of pieces of sliced left, so I will leave that for other people because it's easier for them just to toast it. A couple of pieces of multigrain. Probably I'll use those butt ends in a sandwich press, or they might get chucked in the freezer. And there's wraps, so small and large wraps. I think I'll move the small wraps over here just so visually my son sees it, because he eats these as like a snack. And at least if it's sitting here, he'll snack on it as he goes past, because we're running pretty low on groceries. And I've just cut myself some bread. We get the bread from the bread run, and I'm not very good at cutting bread, what can I say? But no one else will probably cut bread. They'll use the sliced bread instead. So at least if I've got to cut, like, you know, it helps if I'm making any sense. So just one of the things that mums do. It's been 2 weeks since I first filled up the pantry with everything to say this is a 1 month stockpile, and we've been going pretty well so far. We still have 4 UHT milks up there because we've had fresh milk. These were a freebie from Flubber, so one for me and our second account, and then my mum got one. Oh, my toast is ready. Let me go get the toast because I hate having cold toast. I'm gonna grab a muesli bar. Oh, maybe let's do that. No, there's still one more in there. Oh, there we go. I'll put that there. Hubby can see it. Oh, we've still got all the ones there at the back. And these are there. Okay, and we're going to get one of these and put that into there. I'll spare you the noise. Okay, there and there. And now I'm just going to put those snacks into there and one of these into there. I just do one for now, just to kind of stretch it out. And I need to make some biscuits as well. And I think I'm going to grab that out of there and put it on the counter, so it's a visual reminder. Maybe my son might have 2-minute noodles for lunch. We shall see. All set up. He may or may not, but at least visually it's there. Alright, here's where our fridge is at right now. It's not too bad, but there's some things in there that I still haven't dealt with from last time. Okay. So I still haven't made the cheesecake that I said I was going to make. I actually have lost the blade from my food processor, and it's really done my head in. I know I can put these in the Mixmaster, but I'm just so used to doing it in the food processor. So anyway, and I can't get replacement things online. I've got all the butter that's there for when we do risotto, which is hardly often anymore because my eldest doesn't like cream based things anymore. And while I'm here, I will I will, oh my gosh, I will get out a butter and it can sit in there. Actually, I think I'll put that on the bench to defrost, and then I can make cookies later. All right, I got, this is a markdown, iced coffee, no sugar, and I'm now told that this is not it. And my son is not going to drink this, so I'm still going to leave it up here. I know it says the 12th. It will be fine for days on end afterwards. My hubby will drink this. I will probably drink some as well, and I will get some regular iced coffee. Still got a little bit of milk left over from this one that was marked down. Oat milk, condensed milk, ready for the cookies, Caesar salad dressing. Tiny bit of milk left, so we need more. Aioli, chili sauce, apple juice passata. So I need to put a new apple juice in here and a new apple and black currant. Jam that I just made, garlic, leftover risotto. The last of the currant sliced cheese, but we have heaps more back there. But we're out of ham, so we desperately need to get some. Some lettuce. I got this as a markdown at Woolies as I was passing through. Some sliced cheese, a little bit of cream, a little bit of sour cream. I think I'll make a cake. Oh, I do have ham. Yes, I can probably, oh no, I can't extend another day shopping because the iced coffees, not it. Cheese were good, Left over dinner, this is the plant-based meat, and yes, I just stick a whole saucepan in the fridge because I'm a bit hopeless. There's some mushrooms back there, some spinach, do some pizza with it, and then I've still got the cauliflower and broccoli up the back. Didn't make it to the freezer. I've been meaning to do that every single day and I hasn't got around to it, so I'll do that. Some eggs, I'm gonna boil some eggs, and then they're in the fridge for snacks. I've got the cream. I got another plant-based thing out there. I was going to try and do a double batch, so I might get some more mushrooms in a shop. Currant yogurt, chicken stock, and at the back is a butter that I bought and another yogurt from the grocery haul. I've got all our carrots, and I've still got all the apples in there for the stewed apple that I haven't done, because we did the other apples the other week for the crumble. So when I do those, they'll just sit in a container here for people to eat as stewed apples during the day. This is our freezer, and I'm surprised that after a week we still have some ice cream left. There's only probably about that much in each container. But this is what I was saying to people when it is chock-a-block full. And this is only our main freezer. We have another second freezer that houses pretty much only meat, and that's starting to really run out of a few things as well. I have so many scraps of veggies here and in the other freezer as well, so that's why I haven't kept the stalks from when I did the last food prep. There's just no space. Random pasties, other bits and pieces, things in there that need to be dealt with. So the idea soon will be to pull it all out so we have an idea of where we're at and what we're doing. All right, so let's grab out those juices because that will be handy. And we still have 3 of each. It has been exactly 2 weeks since I set this pantry up for our 1 month food challenge. And I would say it's going very well because we're able to utilize what we've had in the fridge, freezer, shopping hauls, and other bits and pieces. So put those in and then we'll get around to dealing with everything else. Beautiful. So back to what I was saying, apologies. So 1 full coffee, that will only last us a month and we're nearly needing to open that. So I will need another one to back that up. 3 drinking chocolates. We must only go through like one of these maybe every 2 weeks, because we didn't have much left when we opened the last one. So that's good to know, but I'm still going to rely on the fact that I need one a week. Then we've got a stockpile, because Coles is the only place that we can get this hot drinking chocolate, and it sells out pretty quickly, so it's a bit of a panic. We've got 2 oat milks. I have 4 more in a little container on the floor, which I'll show you in a second. So that's good to know. So it's been 2 weeks, we've used 2. Pans out. Lots of pasta, that's pretty good. It's going to take forever. I need to put some in there. We've still got 1 of the 2 sauces that I bought. I only ever keep a couple of these on hand. I know I need to make my own. My best friend's Italian. I know she just shakes her head at me, but I don't have 3 hours to sit there and let a sauce simmer. And she's always like, I'll just make it for you. And I'm like, just teach me. She's like, you're still not going to do it. I say, I know. We have this conversation at least once a week. I love her. She's amazing. Tuna, I think there's another 2 down below. This was from the mega stockpile shop that I did ages back. And this couldn't fit in the drawer down below. And I had 4 tunas, I think. No, 2 tunas, 4 pineapples, etc. The snacks dealt with. This is empty. I think I'm going to pull those down and put them into there, and then that way there's some snacks there now that I filled up the other containers. The breakfast thing is pretty good. The only thing I realized the other day is hubby is nearly out of coffee and I don't have a backup. I've had a backup jar in there since Adam was a boy, because a coffee jar for my hubby, he takes 6 months to go through, and it's on special this week for $22. So I think that I will go and buy 2, and then we're set for the next couple of months. I know it's not amazing, but it's how it goes. And then the rest of this is pretty much as is. I am a little bit panicked, however, that there's only 1 each of the tomato sauces in there, so that probably will be on the list. We will have to see where we end up with that. Here is a couple of the containers. This is an empty box that I've just thrown out of the cupboard. I pulled, some of this has been sitting in containers for the past month because I was putting together a box to say this is 1 month of some essential things like our Ziploc bags and a couple of spare drinking chocolates. And then I pulled it all out of the cupboard so I could do that 1 month setup. And so now this needs to find a way to go back. If anyone has any tips about how to store super dupers, I had them in the stand-up thing like that, but it only fits sort of 3 packets. And even though our cupboards are pretty deep, I sort of run out of room. So, and I need space at the back there for rice and things like that. Hello, we are at Coles about to do our shop, and we're going to get the essentials, so iced coffee. I have this in my folder at all times. I have just this basic notebook. I don't know what I'm going to do when it empties. Well, clearly I'll get another one, but I want this exact notebook. So Marbic, if you're watching, hashtag sponsor. A $2 notebook probably. I'm gonna get these things. These are the things that we need every single week. Iced coffee, 2 lots of those. Packet of ham, sliced cheese, muesli bars, apple juice, apple and black currant juice, 2 packets of the mini wraps, 2 lots of bread, multigrain and white bread, some milk and some bananas. This totals $63.45. One of my spends though is only $50. So I'll probably take out the sliced cheese because we have like 3 packets at home. And then I'll probably buy that towards the end of the 4-week spend, because by then we would have eaten a whole packet and we'll need to replace it. So that's how rolling shopping and stockpiling will work, because you've got some things, which means you can afford to buy on other things. So we'll see how we go. I really need coffee, and I'm thinking that I might literally just go and do the iced coffee, the ham, the bread, some bananas, and see what else is there, because they're the urgent things, and we can figure out the rest afterwards. And I've also just realized I have 0 shopping bags. Wait, I have 1 shopping bag, which I forgot to give to my mum. Oh, hashtag I'm not real life. Yep. All right, here is our grocery haul. Very small, but it is very specific, required, needed, on point. Well, my butter's getting there, so that will be ready for cookies later. I decided to get 2 kilos of the mince because the 500-gram pack was $17 per kilo. I was like, no thank you, so I just got this big one. We could probably have tacos for dinner now. That will save me some mental energy, and then I've got mince for some other meals during the week, so that's literally just helped me meal plan for the rest of the week, which is really good. I can pre-cook some things as well, but we're due to clean out the freezer as well, so we'll see how we go with that. It's a Farmers Union iced coffee, or it's nothing, but it needs to be a strong. It cannot be sugar-free or we're in trouble. So we are safe. Toast bread, so because it's a thicker piece, and the high fiber. This one is $2.80. This one is $3.50. I get the $3.50 one. The pieces are a bit bigger. We find they're a bit softer. They stay fresher for longer. I'm happy to pay a little bit extra for that. We found that the multigrain one in this one was drying out pretty quickly. Oh, by the way, these were on sale for $5.40, which helped so much as well. They're normally $6.80 each, and this was, I think, $24 for the 2 kilos. Ham, this is $6.75, and as I said, it's a 4-pack, and within each section is 8 pieces. So one of these will do for 1 week until we do pizzas or anything else that I need ham. And I just got 5 bananas. Now, even though they're green here, parts of them are soft. All of them were like that. Not that I touched many of them, but I was like, oh, okay. I like to eat a banana pretty much every single day, and I haven't had any for the past week. So at least we have a small haul that will at least get us through now for some meals and the essentials. And we'll see where we end up next. And here is a little mini haul that we have to get a couple of essentials and a couple of stockpiling things. So starting with the cocoa, I finally saw this and thought I'd pick it up. I thought there was home brand cocoa somewhere. I haven't been able to find it. I couldn't find it in Woolworths either. I was just looking to look. I'm taking a break shopping at Woolworths at the moment, unless I get a really good offer. I picked up 2 lots of these trays. Little 6-pack there, and I think this is a 3-pack. I'm looking at doing a pasta bake or something like that, and then have some freezer meals. And then this, I could do some of the lasagna things for my daughter, and then it's got a lid in it and it can live in the freezer. We'll see how we go. Ambition versus reality, I don't know. But I had sent me a plan. 2 packets of Scotch finger biscuits. They were requested as a bit of a snack thing, as well as the cookies that I make that we've run out of that I need to get around to doing. Butter, I got this one just for us to have in our butter dish because I use the Western Star in the baking. Plus this one is $7, but this one I buy when it's on special for $5, 500 grams at the Foodland, and you can get 8 at a time. So I buy 8 and I put them in the freezer. So I thought I would just get this one for us to use for our everyday butter. A thick and creamy yogurt. It was still on special for $4.75. 2 packs of the LCMs. They were on special half price this week, so I picked them up. I think that the individual packets are a little bit cheaper again. However, the last price thing that I saw, the individual packets were $3.50. So this works out cheaper to buy the bulk pack this time. We'll see in the future what comes out. Vegemite. We actually had to buy a new jar of Vegemite. We've only just started eating it again. So there you go. We wondered how long the last jar was going to last. Whether 1 week, 1 month, we just don't know. I got 2 packets of the cookies and cream. One of these I've put in the cupboard already, as you've seen. The mini wraps, they've changed the packet. Everybody cross your fingers. This does not bode well in an autistic ADHD household when packaging changes. Breathe with me. And the large wraps as well. And a packet of dark chocolate chips. I love these for baking. So this is more for a stockpile because I have other things. But just they were there next to the cocoa and I thought let's pick them up. And then that covers the next spend section that we have. Yeah. I'll get to you. Wait your turn.